Hey, we are back. All right. Cool. Yeah, man, one thing, let's just fix that up. And the focus on my camera is complete rubbish. Yeah, I was taking a look at two things. There's this Creep website which has Tailwind templates for landing pages, and I was just taking a look at this, and it looks pretty sick. Gray is probably my favorite so far. I mean, this looks nice too, but I don't know if I can pull off like these nice images. I don't think I'd be able to create them myself. So it's just going to end up looking like a really nice landing page with horrible illustrations, which is why I'm trying to avoid that. And then oh, look at that. Don't have that many customers either, so that's not going to look good either. The site looks amazing. Yeah. And then there's this one, which is simpler. I think this would probably work. This is probably something that I could pull off. So just set up a landing page with something like this, and looks decent. A bit text heavy, but manageable. Then I don't know if we can use this bit down here. It's not perfect, but yeah, it looks okay. I don't think they even have detailed pages. Yeah, just uh, it's just this landing page. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, there is a login page. Okay. Forgot password. Huh. Okay. So it's basically just the home page that you're interested in. And then there's Webflow startups. I'm not really leaning towards Webflow because, it's going to be like a loose integration. I need to use Webflow for just one page and then everything else in the Next.js app. So I don't think it's going to be great, but Pigmented Webflow, no way. Huh, no way. Anyway, and then of course there's also Tailwind UI. Tailwind UI comes from the makers behind Tailwind. They have a few very limited templates that you can use, and I'm not sure which of these would work best. It's probably going to be um, probably Salient or Spotlight. Let's see. I'll take a look at the live previews for each of these. This looks good. Like I think this would be a good one. I don't know about the colors, man. Like the blue and everything. I don't think I can pull it off, but looks decent. Like bunch of screens, I think we can probably make this work. I can see this working better for apps that are like actual apps. Yours is too basic to require like full screen screenshots, but maybe. Wow, this looks really good. I don't know if it would work with the copy we have. Uh, where is it? This one. You have how it works in a pricing section. There's no pricing section here. Yeah, no, I don't think the structure works so well. And I'm sure it's going to look fantastic on mobile. These guys really, they really sweat the details. Yeah. 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 Looks pretty simple. I like it. Uh, I think it looks fantastic. But I don't know how I can make this work. Need to need to figure out how to like create these sort of images, and I don't know if I can pull that off. And even if you could, like, you'd have to replace like big chunks of this with custom components that you design. Yeah, and I'm just worried that I wouldn't actually be able to do that. Or maybe it's just easier to like create your own thing instead of going with something like this. Hmm. Your studio to transmit. That looks amazing. Pocket. This is more like an this is probably going to be closer to what you actually want. Yeah. No, not really. Whatever. I think maybe like you could use these for inspiration, like how to add details to your existing design, but not necessarily just, replace it entirely. So, yeah, use it for inspiration. So, like here, for example, I like the font combinations and like these subtle colors. I really like these subtle colors and how it turns into, so it's got a gradient going from whatever the color is here into white, which looks super clean. I like that look. And definitely something that we could use here. So just give this, and maybe you could use the, is it local colors? Yeah. So this must be the neutral set. What is that called? I mean, I just hate this about Figma. Like, you can't actually tell what's going on. Anyway, that's kind of it. Obviously, that would go all the way back. Then you wouldn't need the line anymore. It would just be white, and then you would have a separate section where you have like the actual color, which is what's going on here. Oh, I just noticed like this slight tilt. Very nice. What is that color? So here it would just be something like this, and then yeah, that. Yeah, something like that. And then you could give this a gradient as well, kind of similar to what we did over there. And then obviously these would have to be like a bit more subtle. You're not going to be using something similar to what you had there. So yeah, no, I can see this kind of providing the vibe, and you'd have one highlight color. This could be, well, in this case, it's like a purplish thing, right? Um, yeah, and it doesn't need to be only this. Like you could probably add more to it. Yeah, I like that. And then you could take pieces of this as well. And there is that other site I was telling you about, which is, Fund Purifier. This was the landing page that I had worked on. Big chunky sections, but I think it's missing like a lighter colored section too, probably. Yeah, and it's got these lines kind of crossing edge to edge, so maybe that's okay. Um, yeah. Anyway, cool. Let's give this the first step. I don't think we're even done with the landing page, like the actual copy itself. So maybe we should do that first, and then we'll start to work out the specifics. So this would be the categories, and then you would make your own category. Again, this is something that we could do. Twitter, Twitter, bookmarks.com, and slash app. Is that something I need to do each time? I don't know if I've done this before or not. Let's try. Okay. So add category. So maybe we could include like an image or a video. That would probably work best. Yeah, something like that. That looks horrible, but I mean, you get the gist, right? It would be an actual recorded GIF, and then we paste it. Add the quote itself. Again, probably something we can do using this block here. Like large, chunky text giving you a sick quote. It's like unleashing Marie Kondo. Oh, I like that. I like that. So take that text. Okay. Paste it here. Where is it? Where'd it go? Yeah. Uh, Obviously, that's going to need to be bigger. So let's make it 36. And then highlight this bit here. Beautiful. 42, man. Let's just go crazy here. And then since this is Twitter, like you could actually use um, hero icons. I just want the Twitter icon. Twitter, SVG. Yeah, this one. It better be free. I mean, I'm not gonna. Okay, nice. And then just put some user here, right? At Marty99, whatever. Six. All right. Okay. So that's action there. Um, Pricing. Turn your latent bookmarks into gold. Yeah. So for pricing, probably going to take inspiration from, where are we? Yeah, this one here. Looks pretty good. So start your journey today and then just have like a section down there in the middle. Yeah, that works. So we would just take this along with like say one of these. really lean into the idea that this is just going to be a one-time purchase. I think that's going to drive people over the edge. You know that it's not going to be a subscription or something where you waste like a ton of money on. All right, give it a stroke. Give it a stroke. That's weird. All right, less lightness. I'm feeling it. Really digging these gray vibes.
This video will introduce you to Creative Commons licenses, which make copyright easier to understand. Let's say you create something. This thing could be creative, like a picture of your cat, or Commons exists. These different licenses help people understand if and how they can
What?
use, share, or
Why am I
benefit
getting
from it.
ads? I don't know. I mean, I know it's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. I really just want to get, uh, yeah, you want to do like the scratch and then like the original price. Nice. This actually really gets to sort of the core. It has all the pieces. Looks nice. You know, text is not like way too big. The design is okay. Like it's not fantastic. It's got like some basic things. So red and green looks super basic, but it works, you know? It it works. It looks fine. Like demo, I like it. Works well on mobile. Man, it's awesome. Like it's actually really good. And I think it's probably a template. He is using his trip fast template, but that's actually the point is like this is boring, like meticulous work. Do you really want to sit and build and not, do all of that yourself? Or, do you have something that can kind of just like do a quick speed run through the entire process. That's what I want. Like that's what I'm itching for, and I don't have it. Right, right, yeah. I think this is probably what this could be, right, for you. Like just use this. Create a simple template for doing landing pages. Doesn't need to be amazing, doesn't need to be crazy, but you're just building a simple template that you would then be able to use for other projects. Yeah. So it doesn't feel like this slog that's slowing you down, but it feels like something that you'd be able to invest a bit of time in upfront and then, be able to use it for future launches. Although you could probably just use this instead, right? Why do you have to? Problem is, like, I know how this goes, right? You click buy now, you buy this stupid thing, and then what ends up happening is like, oh, but I don't like the code, or it doesn't work with Next.js, or blah, 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 blah. And then you just spend so much more time customizing the thing to your requirements to suit your requirements. And it's just, you're wasting just as much time as you would have if you actually tried building the thing yourself. So what's the point, right? Ah, anyways, I don't want to turn this into a philosophy lesson here. I think what we need to do is just get this done. So just get this stupid thing done. Um, right, okay. So just start. Just start. Just start. Let's just start. Cool. So hero. We'll start with the hero section. And for hero, you're gonna have your H1, which is your title. I'm just gonna pick this up from here. Okay. And then your subtitle. So this could be like an H3. And then you would have a button. All right. Ah, yeah. Next would like could be for Excel, MX Auto, and then BG uh, gradient to bottom, and then from what was the color? I don't think I can even go to like man, whatever. What's get off? This is driving me mad, yo. HSL 0098 to 0000. Okay, so add the color here. H screen, or rather mid H screen, right? And then, um, yeah, you could do this as a flex call gap X, say 6 or whatever it is, and then justify uh, round, either around or evenly, something like that. Man, it looks horrible. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's gonna look horrible. And then align center. No, it's not align. It's not around. It's I think evenly. Yeah, and it's not line. Items center. Yeah, that's the one. Right. Okay. Item center. Cool. And then just this needs to be massive. So extra bold and what was the font? Enter, right? I think you already have enter. Couple fonts. Yeah, I'd add that to layout. Oh, it's already there. Cool. So you don't actually have to add enter font to body. It's already there. Nice. Cool. So it's already enter. I think yeah, so leading needs to be tight. There's BG clip text and then background uh, or BG from gradient to right from what is it? Let's say neutral. Is that it? I can't tell. Well, now you should be able to. No, that didn't work. BG gradient to R. Yeah, that's it. From neutral. BG clip text. I think there was something else that you needed to for that. Yeah, this one. Ah, text transparent. That's the one I missed. There you go. I feel like the spacing, tracking needs to be tight. Yeah, that's better. You could even make the line height even smaller to really like kill it, but I think it's okay. Um, and then overflow needs to be visible because it's getting clipped down here. Or maybe you just do py like 2 or something. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay. Nice. Import and categorize. And maybe instead of doing like all this, like justify evenly just looks ridiculous. I would make it justify center and then just give this like spacing in between. So you do here, like flex, call gap, like, give whatever gap you think is necessary, like gap Y for whatever. And yeah, like make items center in here instead of in the main thing. Yeah, done like that. Right. Um, cool. So obviously the text needs to be bigger. Um, let's say 4XL, font medium. and then px6. I wouldn't make it font medium. Instead, I would just change the color. Um, so text neutral, like 600, and then obviously space it out a little bit more, like 8. It still looks way too cluttered, like down the middle. I think you need to just manually do that. Yeah, button is way too small. Sign in with Twitter slash. I think there is an HTML entity. Yeah, not this one. And then I'm probably not going to be using that button template. Looks good. I'd want this to be bigger because I feel like it's too small, and as a result, it just makes it look weird. And drop the BR. I mean, it just makes it look like the curve is the wrong shape, and uh, tracking needs to be normal or even like wide, and leading needs to be spacious, relaxed, possibly loose. Font is too heavy. Cool. Looks good. Yeah, looks good. Fix the background thing. Nice. Could use a bit more work, but I feel like we're at a good spot here. I would lighten the text a little bit. Like 600's too dark. Yeah, that works. So that's your hero section, and then next comes with without section. And obviously for this, what ended up happening is you had to give it a fixed fill. So I assume this is like neutral, maybe 50. And similarly for here, like you could do from neutral 50 to white. Is that what's going on here? Feels like maybe 50, possibly 100. 100, yeah, I'm feeling 100. Okay, so this will be BG neutral 100 once more. And now you get to uh, like create the two sections. So flex row, gap, X, like, I don't know what that is, but call it 8. And then, um, yeah, that's it. So now, um, BG red, like 400, and then make it just 15% visible. PX, or PY like 2, rounded, large. Then this becomes, so we get the SVG. Okay. Then we do all right. So I assume this is gonna be like okay, maybe rounded XL. Yeah, it's not really working with the colors, man. Like the gray, not seeing it. Maybe 50 makes it less horrendous looking. It's too wide as well. Weird. It's gonna need some tuning. Anyway, all right. So similar to this, take the same class name. All right. Okay. This will go. Okay. So here we're gonna use the text we had here. Nice. That looks great. And for some reason, like this, likes row. I guess you need items center. Or alternatively, instead of items center, you could probably get away with justify evenly, or possibly like justify stretch. Yeah, I mean, it's okay, but I don't like how the gray is clashing with that. It doesn't look good. So yeah, maybe we'd need to make it darker. I don't know. Possibly make that bigger, like UI 24. Yeah, either make it darker or like give it a gradient similar to what we did up here. Maybe. It's just it's not working like this. Or just keep it white. Like, what's the harm? It's gonna merge with that upper section? Probably, yeah. But it doesn't look too bad. And then maybe instead of a flex here, you should actually be using a grid. Because you do want them to have the same size. And you don't need to justify evenly. Gap is helpful, but yeah, that's alright. Obviously, this needs to be with. Nice. All right, cool. That works with white. Like the colored backgrounds work. It doesn't look as horrible. All right, cool. So we're done with this section here, and um, it looks okay. I mean, it's lacking character. The page just looks super plain, but whatever. I think it's decent. We'll take another pass towards the end to see if there's anything that we can do to spice things up a little bit. Make it like give it more character. Right now, it just looks way too generic, right? Anyway, probably add like some nice effects in the background to really make the thing just stand. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I could see that working. Cool, cool, cool. All right. What else do we need? What else do we need? You know what? I just want to try one thing. I want to give this a border because I'm feeling like it's probably gonna work. So border, and then this is like a touch of a border, not anything crazy. Just something. Give it like there you go. Doesn't that look better? I don't even know if he noticed anything there. Probably didn't. So make this green. Just a bit of a border there. Yeah, yeah, just that much. Looks decent. I don't like the spacing, but like probably needs more space between. Okay, all right, looking better, looking better. More space inside. That's what we need. More space inside. Oh, it's just PX4. Make it 6. How's that look? I didn't notice the difference actually. hmm Space it out a little bit, right? You've got gap Y3 here. Let's make it 6. Crazy, right? Uh, Not so crazy. 85. Yeah, looks all right. Give it a bit more space on the top. Make it 8. Better, better. All right, all right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Cool. Let's move on to the next section. So how it actually works. This is. Wait, didn't I have a quote in here somewhere? Oh, that's down there at the bottom. I thought I had one here. Like that was actually the point. Yeah, maybe add a quote on there and just make it interesting, right? Yeah, yeah, make it interesting. All right, cool, cool, cool. Let's add the quote. So we'll have we'll use that so testimonial section. And we're probably gonna have multiple testimonial sections, but whatever. Testimonial. Okay. And here we're gonna use yeah, same thing we did back there, right? Just give it a lot of space, plenty of space, right? Give it plenty of space. And the BG is not going to be white this time. This time it's going to be neutral by 100. All right, we're going to make it neutral 100. Uh, this part, I don't think it's going to change. It's going to be super similar. We don't need a grid anymore, but we're going to need it when we implement the mobile view. For now, looks okay. We're going to paste in that that ridiculous. Where is it? Oh, it's in Figma. It's like unleashing Marie Kondo. All right. I mean, that's my sort of testimonial right there. I mean, that's exactly what you want. You want to find customers. What was it? L single quote? Single quote. I'm not even sure that's it, but we'll see. All right. Wrap with abbreviations. It's gonna be span font bold. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. I mean, obviously the text is gonna be ridiculous. You want it to be font like 4XL. I'm just gonna go crazy here. Text neutral 100, and then the whole leading thing, right? Leading is going to be type or none, like probably type. Okay, you don't want to go crazy here. And then maybe you could add one of those double quotation marks. I think those would be nice. Those would be nice. That's it. Oh, I thought I made it. Oh, it's text for Excel. Oh, and then text center too, right? Um, yeah, like PX24 or something, man. It's like way too. Um, no, not feeling it. I mean, maybe it's too dark. It just looks like it lacks character again. Like again, we have this issue, man. Like leading tight. I'm just gonna go with leading none here. I'm just gonna let it go crazy, man. No, that's a bit too much. Lacks character. Maybe it needs a different font. Maybe that's all it needs, right? Some sort of cursive, sort of handwriting type font. That's what it needs. Google fonts. Let's see. Cursive type font to give you the impression that, hey, this is human. All right. So, what are we looking for? We're looking for handwriting. Okay. Okay, that's looking good. Caveat. Okay, I'm liking this. I mean, it looks nice. Caveat. Okay. All right. Let's do that. So here we're going to import. I had this in layout. Let's just copy whatever was in there, right? So import caveat. There it is. Caveat. And then you just do, uh, right, okay. Let's just call it caveat then. All right. And then this will be, so when you're using it here, what you're going to do is CLSX and caveat dot class name. What? Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't like that any error on a page results in you getting this sign in required thing, which won't always make sense, right? Not sure why this is not working. It seems like um, you have the after there. Where is after? What is the problem? Why is this not working? I mean, you have insets at 0. You have the Twitter thing, but why is it not doing anything? I don't. Hmm. Not showing. Weird, huh? It's not showing at all. Oh, look at that. It's got a width of 0. Why? Try setting display to something other than. So if I do z-index 100, display. Ah, okay. So I guess you could do absolute. Okay. And then you can do after translate. No, rotate. I mean, I'd like for it to be um below the text. Maybe instead of after, you do before. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Yeah.